Okay, what do we got here? Instant 8-5-10 pick. I'm going fourth. So that looks bad already. Only other good ore is here at the 8-4-3. Pretty much good wheat over on the bottom here at the 5-9-10, 6-5-11. So maybe I can get ore and wheat. Otherwise, I'll have to try some sort of road game or something resembling that. 6-9-3 by the wood port is alright. 8-4-10, another road spot. These ports are bad next to it, ore port and wheat port. Two worst ports usually. You want to use your ore and wheat, I would think, to upgrade and buy development cards and such. So second, yeah, I don't know where you go at second. It's definitely a good board to go first on. I mean, maybe you just take the remaining ore as a second player, but that doesn't feel very good because you're just getting destroyed by blue on ore and wheat. Well, at least on ore. I don't know. You can get potentially wheat, but if you don't get the 5 or the 9 wheat to go with this, it's pretty bad. So yeah, they take the 6-9-3. That's probably a good move. Takes the best brick, yeah. I didn't point that out yet, but the brick is not that good, and the 6 is easily the best, and you'll be on it alone most likely, so that's valuable. The only other good brick is this 10. So going third, I might take that just to get the rarest resource. Although the ore is pretty rare too, but this 10 will be able to be gotten on. So yeah, they take the ore. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't do that. I was hoping they'd take the 8-4-10 because then I could take the 8-4-3 and some sort of wheat 6-5-11. Play a pretty standard ore wheat sheep game. But I don't get to do that. So I think I have to play a road game, which sucks. I'm looking already like at this 10-9-2 to cut off blue and get wheat there, but I don't know how good that is. That does give me ore. So that would be more of like a hybrid ore wheat sheep game. And I could start with any free road I want. I just don't know if that's good enough. It's not bad. 8-4-10, 9. I just don't think that's strong enough though, because I'm still not going to have better ore wheat sheep than blue. Blue just needs to get some sheep somewhere, and they'll win that army race. So I'm thinking I have to play road. So the best way to probably do that is to take... Man, that's going to be a lot of wood if I take all this 8-4-10 and 6-5-12. And the wood port is way over here. Surely there's a 3-1 port I can get. It's here. That's on a 12. So that's not good. Oh, man. Now I look back at this ore. Ugh. This is just so much wood. Maybe I can go for this wheat port, open up this spot like that. Take this first. I only have to start with on the 12 brick, though. This 8-10 could get taken by somebody. Alright, well, I know I'm going to take this. I think I'm going to take it first. This ore port's not really any good, but I might want to take it anyway, or just go for this production on the 8-3. Then I'm kind of racing over here. And it's not that much more production than the 8 anyway. I'll just point the safe road. So now I kind of think I painted myself into taking this free road. I think I might actually have rather started with the sheep, but I kind of got rushed. The sheep's a little more rare. If I point this way, I can get on the 11 ore, maybe. It's all pretty garbage. If you play a road setup, you kind of want to open up 3 hex spots, or at least good 2 hex spots, and I haven't really done that at all, so not loving any of that. And I just kind of need the 3-1. The wheat port is all right for me since I don't have ore, but it's not that good. Is anyone going to want this 6-3-11 to point up to? I don't know. Maybe. So it's kind of risky. This is just so slow, I think, getting this 3-1 port here and having that be the only thing. If I pointed it inwards, I'm hoping the 6-3-11 or the 5-4-11 is open. I think blue will take the 5-4-11. And red will take some kind of 6-3-11. Nah, this sucks. But I think I kind of painted myself into this corner of taking the road. So I'm just going to point it to the right here, I guess. Go for the 3-1 or the 11 ore. Going down here doesn't really do anything. Yeah. Not sure about any of that. I just have so much wood. No wood port. And I don't even know if I'm going to have the best road material because red could take coordinated 6s on the roads, so yeah, I think it was a tough spot. I maybe should have just taken the ore. Played a hybrid weak game at everything, just not particularly strong at anything. But those tend to lose, unless you get lucky on the development cards, maybe. This, what I did probably tends to lose as well, so we'll see. Hoping some kind of, okay. So this 6-11 is open. Green ore for brick. Wheat for wood. I don't really need ore yet. How do they know I was going to roll that? They have ore, wood, sheep. They have 2 wheat and brick. Plus whatever rolled. 10. A lot of ore. I think I'll just... Man. Alright, I guess I got a city. Now what do I city? It's 5 wheat never gets blocked. This 8-4-10. I just think I need the more brick, honestly, so I'm gonna do this one. And it rolls right away, yay. So I gave him a road settlement, and he gave me a city. So I guess that's pretty equal. They stole from blue on a solo block. Blue probably won't like that. Alright, so where is my first road settlement? If I was going to go for this wheat port, I definitely should have upgraded this 5, 6, 12. So I guess in my head I wasn't going for the wheat port. Can't hear anything. Kind of just want to play that safe road, which would be to this 3 to 1 port, even though it's pretty ugly. Or I could go to this 6-11, but that's just so much wood that I have nothing to do with without a port. Nobody's going to really trade for it. Everybody has wood, except for orange, but everyone will give orange wood. I don't have any advantage there. Just building on a 12 alone, even with a 3 to 1 port, feels just so dumb. But I think I'm going to do it first. Whatever, I kind of committed to this. 3 for wanting wood. That's how you win, right? Super efficient. I can't believe I got, was that a turn 1 city? So I stole an ore, and I have an ore left over. So I stole an ore and I traded for 3 ore. I was actually about to offer them a 3 for 2 for the 2 ore before they offered me a 3 for 3 involving the ore. I'm just going to throw this out here, see if I can get another city. Probably should try for a sheep, honestly. Pacing kind of sucks. I didn't get robbed. What do I do with this hand? I guess blue committed over here, so I can drop this road pretty safe. But I kind of want to save this brick for building a settlement. If I drop it, I'm going to need a 10 and a 4. That's bad, but I'm at 7. I think I'm just going to hold. I really just want to get this settlement down and watch the 12s hit. No, I think it's for the port, is what I said. But sheep's pretty rare this game. Didn't even point that out because it's sheep. But in games where it's rare, I guess it is. It does have value. Nobody's even blocking me, even though I have a city, because they all think my setup sucks, which it kind of does. I just got off to a fast start, so I can development card and settlement. I think I'm going to do that because I'll be a target. It's a knight. That's fine. Said I wanted to defend myself, but I think really I would have been fine with almost anything there because I don't know if I can play army long term. Yeah, this is probably going to be me, even though they don't want the wood. I just look too far ahead. This is generally the setup I like to do when going for armies: get 1 city, 1 port, and then buy development cards. So I guess I'm doing that even though I have no ore. But I got 4 ore in 1 turn. So let's think about where I maybe want to block. It would have been that if it was on me, I think, but now it's not on me, so I will not think about it anymore. There's more wood. There's brick. This is going to be an ugly road path, but I think I'm just going to drop it here. They have 10 cards, but they don't really have any brick or development cards, so just drop it quick and pass before anyone notices what I'm scheming. don't want to get cut off. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, this first settlement just makes them really strong. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I'm not used to these new trading screens. Maybe there's something you have to do to trade with the bank that I don't know about. 5 wheat. I think that's where I would block. Maybe even now, if it was not on the 8 or, I would block the 5 wheat. Maybe I'll have my chance. And they don't have all their cities yet, so maybe the 8's still fine. And it hurts orange too. I don't want to just solo blue right away. Although I think, yeah, the 5 wheat hurts blue more. Orange still can do some stuff, and the 8 or still helps blue. They have cities still to build and development cards to buy. Got a brick. And now I may have to go on the 5 wheat. Hopefully they'll understand. Oh, I see. You have to hit the bank here. So he probably tried to trade 4 for 1 without hitting this bank button, or they tried to do it. I don't know. I've never played with this screen, so what do I do with this hand? Just pass? 3 for 1 wood for an ore, maybe? The settlement isn't that great, but I'm so far from a city. The ore's not that great either, or just hold. There's pretty many rolls that put me over. 8, 4, 10. Tough call. Trade it in and get it stolen. Nah, orange doesn't have it. I'm just going to do it. Nope, I'm not, because I'm going to... Oh, I did it just in time. I thought I wasn't going to be able to because even after I talked about it, I messed up the screen. And then I threw the island. But, yeah, I got it off. Now I'm under. But now I'm over. Oh, the 12 hits. I guess I have to accept that, the risk of that. That's a lot of ore. Is there any wheat? Probably not. Maybe I should track numbers to answer that question. Yeah. I think I should probably just buy a development card. This settlement doesn't do much for me, and it just makes me a bigger target than I already am. 3 for 1 for wheat isn't great. I guess I'll try a road for a wheat, and then I'll do it. Yeah, the settlement, I don't know. I'm just going to buy the card. Oh, I guess I can do both. Maybe I should just do that, empty the hand out. Yeah, why not? Guess I can't count. Just lock this up before it gets taken away. So I guess I've shifted to army. I always tend to do that. I say I'm going to play a road game, and then I just go to a port and get the resource I don't have for dev cards and buy dev cards. I don't know if that's right. In this game, I was always afraid of blue. They don't really have great sheep for dev cards. I think wheat is pretty rare. Nobody has it. And I know they're trying to get to this port. I'm not that afraid of orange. I think I'm just going to block the wheat. All right, well, now I'll block the 8. I should have known I'd roll a 7. So I should put it on the 8 first because I want it on the 5. And that worked out. I want to prevent them from getting to this port and from buying development cards. So wheat is the block for that. But I guess since the 8 rolled, 8 was the block. Twos. No one's on those. That's a 10. I have a bunch of these roads, and again, just a ton of roads. And really nothing to do with them except build roads, which is what they're for. But to what purpose? Maybe go to this 9-12. I guess getting another wheat source isn't bad. Orange might cut me off. Although going here, I'm just as likely to get cut off. Or I could just drop a road to this 8 wood. Or I could buy a development card. These are all options. I'm probably going to convert at least once for something. Maybe just drop this safe road. Drops me to 6 cards. Could buy a development card. I guess since I'm ahead, I'll do it. It's not the right order to be doing it in, but I'm getting the clock pressure. It's my excuse all the time when I make mistakes. Although I don't think I'm great at playing with the clock. As anyone I'm playing with in person would say to me, where there is no clock, and they want one. Oh, I wish they would have done that trade, because now they're going to get their port. So yeah, blue's definitely the main threat to me. I'm just up on knights, but we have the same points on the board. Oh, now they get something off that. I don't think I can do anything. I'll just pass. Yep, just a bunch of wood this game, as expected. Wood and sheep. Well, not a bunch of sheep, but it's what I have now this turn. Mostly wood. Can't do anything with this. Can just port it. Nobody wants it. It's possible maybe they want sheep, but I don't want to trade sheep to blue. Blue's the only one who's not on the 4 sheep. I wish they'd let you counter trades where you don't have the cards that they are asking for. All right, I'll take that. They might cut me off, though, with a road building or something. But I'm hoping they just settle. But it kind of gives me an actionable turn, so I felt like I had to do it. But they don't have wheat either. Basically, no road I placed was completely safe. Not even this one. Yeah, I have to build this settlement. It's not on me. They built a city. I almost missed that. Orange built a city. All right, let's see if I can get a wheat. Offer the wood first, which won't go through. Then offer the sheep, which might. Really, I should probably just be porting, keeping the sheep. But I'll weigh it based on who takes it. I'll see if I want to do it. I'm not super afraid of red once I build here. They can have the 8-3. I don't want it. Well, they're not responding. So let's just do it myself, I guess. So I'm at 8 points with this knight. The best way to get to 10, that's the mystery. That's the name of this game. It's 10. I think I want to upgrade the 6-5-12. That's just really hard to do. Getting the second city as the road player is just hard. That's why getting a VP is nice. You could just build 5 settlements, have a city, have road or army. Usually it would be road. This time it's army. And then you win with 10. I'm thinking I'm going to have... Yeah, road settle is just not very efficient. Building a city is not very efficient. Buying development cards isn't super efficient, but it's more efficient than the other things. So I think red has 2 VPs. So orange is at 5 as well as blue, so I should block them both. But orange has the development card, and I think they're just in a better spot. I guess I should think about what they each have. 9. I don't think blue has what I want, but I do think they're far ahead. I don't think orange has what I want either, which is wheat and ore. I guess in theory blue should have more ore, but they have wood just like I thought. Yep, and here's another hand that I can't... You know what I should be trying to do is... I don't know why I just thought of this, but I should try and take road for the win. Duh. I always am like committed to like one strategy and then I don't see the double play. So I'll just build a road. And if anything, it'll help me build a settlement anyway. There's no way to connect, so I'll just build this road that looks like I'm going to the settlement spot, and hopefully they won't notice. Might be even more noticeable if I put it over here. So yeah, now I'm a 10 away, or a 12 away. So I would like one of those, please. That is not a 10 or 12. I hope they don't block the 10 or 12. You can block the 8, or you should block blue. They'll block me. Ah, smart. And they're going to connect. So now they're at 8 without a city. So they're at 6. I'll just build to the settlement spot and get myself closer to 7. Maybe they won't notice. Need to avoid a 6, I think. I don't want to help them take my army, that's for sure. I kind of am in a race here to win before blue can take army. Although not every dev card they get will be a knight, since I took 3 right off the deck. But then again, red has 2 non-knights. So yeah, I don't want to give them this, even though I want or. Technically, I don't want to give them that. I just want them to end their turn. And to roll a 12, please. It's a road building. So they could be a... I don't want them to build a road. Because I have outs, 8, 6, 12. Thinking about typing in that they're at 8. But I don't think anybody cares because they're at 8 with 4 points on the board. 4 production points. So me pointing that out would just seem stupid. And they'd probably focus on me even more than they already are. Oh, it was a monopoly this whole time. Wow. So yeah, they're either VPs or monos. I tend to just think they're VPs, which is wrong. They could be monos. Now they're at 8 with a city, so that's better than the VPs. Yeah, I wish they didn't block that 10. They're smart. Good move, red. Yeah, no one should be trained with them now, though. That's a 5. So I'll be able to settle. But by not going... Yeah, by not going here, I missed out on my 11. Man, they're... Shoot. I think I'm just going to buy a development card to hold on to my wood to make them extend. Because the settlement doesn't really get me that much closer, and I kind of want to defend my army anyway. No, wait, not ore. I mean, not brick, ore. Maybe this will be something good. Like a VP. No, it's a knight. Probably move it to like this 8 wood to get both me and red. Hopefully they steal from red. They do not. That's fair. I don't even know if blue has a second knight. So this knight might not have been that great. But it could have been something else when I bought it. And at least I get to block red now. But where? 6 brick seems obvious. Even though I can't see half the board, I'm thinking 6 brick. They're not even on this top half of the board. If they don't extend, I still have the 10 for the win, but they'll probably... Oh, they don't. Come on, give me a 10. An 8 does not win it. Come on, I need a 10 or a 12. That's neither. That's like the worst roll. And a 7 rolls to move it off of them. Man, just too many. Nah, nothing I said. They're probably trying to take my army, so nothing I said did any good. And they blocked the 10. That's bad. I'm just going to get stolen from again. Yeah, not, I guess. Maybe they're looking for something. I don't even, I mean, if they don't extend, maybe I have rolls. But one of those rolls would have to be a 10 or 12, and they're 2 consecutive rolls. 2 straight 8s doesn't do it. Oh, come on. I need a 6 or something. All right, let's go. Lucky me. 12 and a 6. The double play. Complain my way to a win. Classic me. I don't even know if red made the wrong play. I needed to get the right rolls to win. I think citying up there for red is fine. I think they played it fine. I just got some lucky rolls at the end to win. I said I needed a 10 and an 8 or a 6, and I got a 12 and a 6. I was trying to get them to focus on red, because I do think if I didn't win there, red would have won. But nobody was really taking the bait. No, I guess I finished my 10 games right before the season's over. Yay. Yeah, I think I got robbed a ton. Okay, only 7. Blue got 10. That was like all me, though. I rolled 7s, and I played knights. And I thought blue was the threat. They seem to be. The setup is strong once they get to the port, and they just can spam development cards, you'd think. But they didn't have the sheep, as they pointed out in their chat. So yeah, I mean, usually just these 8, 5, 10 initial spots, you think they're really strong, and then they don't end up doing so well, and you wonder why. I think in this one it's just the sheep. Like if they just got, red took away this sheep. If they'd have gotten the 5, 4, 11 to go with this 8, 5, 10, I would think they would have won, or at least would have been really close to winning. So red made a good defensive play there, but then blue only got the 11 sheep, and that was, I don't think the 11s rolled much at all, if maybe never. No, they rolled never. The sheep that they were boasting about was on the 2 when they built it on, which rolled 4 times. 12 rolled twice, including a winning roll. But each time it rolled, I was doubled up on it, so I got 2 bricks. So those were actually really big. I don't know. I think I didn't want to 7 out, but I think I may have traded in brick 3-1 too many times to try and be efficient enough to win. I was doing it to just kind of keep my hand manageable and to get army and build stuff, but I just don't have enough brick to be trading at 3-for-1. I was trying to trade it to people. I just don't think they were much taking it because I was ahead. So yeah, this 11 didn't pay off. The 6-11. Bummer. Didn't get 1 natural ore. And I didn't get my second city down. But I got a turn 1 city. Starting on no ore. So it was worth it for me to start with the wheat. I was questioning starting with the wheat over the sheep. But because I did that, I had enough to city. I obviously foresaw that trade. 2 brick and a wood for 3 ore, was it? Yeah, that's what I saw coming. That's why I did this. It wasn't the time. It was not the clock. Also, wheat's just better than sheep, right? You should want to start with wheat. But no, not in this game. Sheep was very rare. 4 is only rolled 4 times. 11's 0. 12's twice, or 2's 4 times, but nobody was on that to start the game. I think they got 1 sheep from that too. So yeah, sheep was really rare. Maybe I should point that out when it is rare, but I just tend to look at ore and wheat first, and then maybe brick, because there's only 3 bricks, even if I don't like playing road. And then sheep and wood are just the worst resources, so I just like ignore them. And by ignore them, I mean start on only wood, which is what I did, and have no wood port. And depend on a 12 desert 3-1 port. So yeah, had to get both bonuses to even win this game. I wouldn't have been able to win in time without it, and hitting a 12. But a 10 would have done it too. So there's that. So I think in the 10 games I went 5-5 again. That's pretty standard, I guess, for what I'm doing. I went 6-4 the other season. Maybe I should play more. Yeah, I definitely collected the most resources, and it didn't matter because it was all wood. And I just had a 3-for-1. And that's super inefficient. And I don't think there's a lot of wheat either. Yeah, only 4 5. So like building cities was basically going to take, 15 wood to do that, because I wasn't getting any wheat, and the ore didn't roll once. So that's just not going to happen. Unless I keep holding at like 8, 10 cards and just pray a 7 doesn't roll. But 7s did roll pretty much this game. So this city I only got because I was gifted. I tried to trade for it, but like I didn't think anyone was going to do it. I didn't think Blue was going to do it. And then they threw out an offer. I think they said in the chat, like they offered it because they didn't think I would take it. Well, I guess that shows never make a trade you don't want to make. Never offer something you don't want to take. But it gave them a road settlement, so it wasn't even that bad. But I think I would have just road settled here on the 5-2. Not just because of the hindsight of the 4-2s, but more so the 3-for-1 port. I don't think more wood really helps in your game at all without the port. You can get that after you get the port, and then it helps you fuel it. But I understand you want to get it initially because it won't be there forever. But in that case, it's not there. Whatever. You just take your port here. You buy city, buy development cards. And then if you need to go to another spot, you can go to this 5 wheat or this 6-2 or maybe you'll get victory points and you will only need 3 spots. But yeah, as the army player, I don't think going for like these. Usually you want to go for a 3 hex spot, but I don't know. As an army player, I just think you got to get to the port first and then just city up. It's just the most efficient and buy development cards. It's way faster. If they'd have done that, I don't know. They may not still have won just based on the dice roll and the 11s never rolling, but they may have because of the 2s. So the 5s didn't really roll either though. So they just basically had ore the whole game. And that was it. And that's not enough to win, just ore and wood. 2 resources that couldn't work less well together. And red almost won. They completely snuck up on me. I sometimes get tunnel vision too much. I don't see an opponent as being as strong as they are until it's too late. And it often happens to me when they're not cities. They just have, like when they had just 4 points on the board, I do it too much, or I tend to ignore them. I think the settlements can't win, just having 4 points on the board, but they can. You just need to get a monopoly, which they had, and victory points, and then you take a bonus really quick, or both bonuses, and you win. And that's how I lost my last game, is to just a quick win, quick army, quick road, just settlements. They didn't even build a city. I think they had like 2 VPs, army, road. And I was focused on somebody else who had a city up like this, and it was stronger, and they just blindsided me. So I guess I got to keep a better lookout for that. Respect the settlements more. Definitely respect development cards more if they have them. Cities aren't everything. Development cards are very strong. If you have a monopoly, you just don't even need the city. You can get the city whenever you want, like they did. They just monoed 12 ore or whatever it was and got a city. So that's a learning point. But I'm glad I at least won and got to 5-5. I guess can I check out the standings? There was a way to do that before. Got to 8,539. But look at this way higher winner percentage than all these top players. No, I think that's because they're playing a million games, and obviously it gets harder as you get ranked higher. That's what they say, at least. Got it done with just under 24 hours. All right, maybe I'll play more next season. See you later.